Hey everybody, Steve Maxwell Jr. here at the Illinois store. This is a cymbal that I made. I hammered it from an old A Zildjian, and it's a 22, and this is the first 22 that I've done. We're going to be selling these hand-hammered cymbals, and they're really coming out fantastic. It's great fun. We've been just really enjoying ourselves. So I'm going to play this one for you today, and before, just take a look at it. Originally, it was an A Zildjian that had kind of just the typical like 80s A Zildjian profile. You know, it still has a pretty large bell, but this one had a flat without any of like a shoulder, without any of that going on. So I did a lot of hammering on the underside, and you can see, and then lathed a little bit. And then it's great fun working with this metal. The lathe is you can do a lot with it, but when it comes to hammering, you just have so much ability to really create unique cymbals, and that's really what we're going for. We're trying to create cymbals that are special, that you hear and it's like, oh, I've never heard a cymbal that quite sounds like that before, kind of like the old K Zildjians. So we're going to be selling these. The 22s are going to go for $450, and the 20s are going to go for $400. So they're a little bit more than the just lathed ones. That's because there's a lot more work that goes into them. So I'm going to play this one for you, and I hope you enjoy it. So there you have it. This is the first of many, and this one is not for sale. This one I gave to my dad because he likes it. So this one's gonna stay at our house, but this one is very very nice, and I'm gonna be able to make a lot more you know, similar to it. But no two are going to be exactly the same, which is what's so great about this. And this one I was kind of going for like a 50s A Zildjian sound. Kind of like the trans stamp, and then maybe even a little later the ones that you know, have like either the big stamp or the smaller stamp before the 60s ones. I like those cymbals. Those are some of my favorites of the old A's, so that's why I went for that sound with this one. But in the future I'm going to be making ones that you know, I'll be going for old case sound. It's just amazing when you're working with the metal how much you can do, how much you can change the sound. It almost always ends up drying up the cymbal. That's what I find, and this one's great because it's just really playable at all volumes, pretty much. I lathed very little off it too, so it still has some weight. So check out the website under the Genesis cymbals. You're gonna see under there like cymbals that are hand hammered and then cymbals that are lathed. And yeah, give us a call in the Illinois store if you're interested in any of them and have some questions. Thanks.